Krásný den, rockeři. My vás opět zdravíme z Vizovic. Je tady další den festivalu Masters of Rock a s náma samozřejmě další hosté. Dneska je tady s námi zástupce kapely GLORYHAMMER, Sozos. Welcome, Sozos.
Thank you very much.
All right. Let me introduce your band a little bit to the viewers, to those who don't know you yet.
Yep.
You are like British slash
Cypriot. And
Okay.
The Cypriot part is me.
all right, and I've learned that you are like interdimensional power metal band.
Yes, that's exactly
Why
right.
interdimensional?
It's because there is a lot of dimensional hopping between timelines. It's kind of a science fiction twist on a fantasy story, and that is why we describe ourselves as interdimensional.
I also learned that the topics of the songs also speak about like fictitious or fictitious places in Scotland.
Yes,
Is that correct?
that is correct.
Why Scotland?
Why Scotland? So the mastermind behind this whole project, Chris Bowes, who is the lead singer of Ailstorm, was born in Scotland, and he wanted to make a project where he would explore kind of a fantasy setting, but using real place names as a reference. So he would, you know, the whole plot of GLORYHAMMER takes place in a kind of fantastic version of Scotland where everything is, you know, either like massive castles and like, you know, spaceships and all that stuff, but the place names are Dundee and Fife and Aberdeen and all that stuff. But it all comes from Chris, who was born in Scotland.
So is Chris responsible for the lyrics or just the ideas?
So for the first few albums, he was, as far as I know, the lead songwriter. So for both the lyrics, for the ideas, and for a lot of the music. But as time went on, more and more members started contributing to all of those factors.
I also learned that you're specific for your theatrical shows. You perform in costumes and armor.
Yeah.
Isn't it hot and isn't it heavy?
Yeah, so the armor is not very heavy because thankfully it's made of leather, but it does get very hot. Specifically, we played a few festivals this year where it was at like 4 p.m., direct sunlight, and it was very difficult, but I had to be taking water constantly so I don't pass out. So it does get challenging, but it is all worth it because I'm doing exactly what like 15-year-old me would have, you know, dreamed of doing. So it's all worth it.
So you're kind of like still playing, right, with the boys?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay. What I find interesting about the work that you do is that each of you, like members of the band, represent one character in the stories. Is it like throughout the whole work, like all the albums, or each album or each song has like different characters, but it's all you?
That's an excellent question. We are named the same thing across each album, but we're different versions of our characters. So I'm playing Angus McFife, and that was the first album, was Angus McFife, the original. And then the second and third album was a successor of Angus McFife the 13th. And then on the latest album, it's Angus McFife the second. We went back in time. So I'm playing different facets of the same character, but the core of the character remains the same. It's like this heroic prince trying to defeat evil. Zargothraxem, which is the bad guy, is like originally our keyboard player. Now he's a guitar player, but that kind of remains the same character throughout the songs. But the other characters have a kind of changed costumes and changed versions. They change kind of like which side they're on, depending on the album. And that just makes it a bit like differentiates characters from album to album, so it's not always the same people.
So I'm not sure now, but please tell us.
Yeah.
I got the impression that because you have created so far four studio albums,
Yes.
and that it's like continuing story, or isn't it? Is it like?
That's exactly true. Yeah.
But you change the characters in
Yes.
the okay.
So it's all in one kind of like universe, or one multiverse, to put it in Marvel terms, where the story takes place, and then a character will jump into a black hole and like jump out in a different dimension, but it's the same kind of characters, and they just interact in different ways. But it's one continuous story that you can follow and like go like, okay, then this happened, then they went back in time, then went forward in time, and then like it's a thing that you can follow if you listen to the lyrics and if you read the booklets. There is one story.
Okay. Have you ever thought about changing or contributing, those stories to like creating, I don't know, a video game or a book or even a movie?
Well, we hope that happens one day. It's just it takes a lot of kind of fame and glory to get noticed by like Netflix and all that, like those companies. We are really into, everyone in the band is really into gaming, so we would love to have GLORYHAMMER be a part of a game. Well, that hasn't happened yet, but we do hope that like one day we get to be in a video game or in a movie or in a series, because personally I think GLORYHAMMER lends itself very well in that kind of media, that's fantasy media.
Excellent. Now let's speak about current situation.
Yep.
Your new single is out, right? Mm-hmm. Can you introduce that?
Yeah, our new single is On a Quest for Aberdeen, and it is a continuation of the story of Angus McFife, the fifth, who was introduced on our first single with me as the lead vocalist, Fly Away, and it's the story of him on his way to Aberdeen, battling goblins in the sky and generally defeating evil. And this is the single we are playing on all our shows this tour.
All right. Are you also working on some new music? Because the latest album you released, it was in 2023, Return to the Kingdom of Fire, right?
Yeah, Fife.
Fife
is like it's a kingdom of Scotland. So yes, it's a return to the kingdom of Fife, and that time goes on really quickly. So it's already been 2 years. We are working on new music. We are hoping to release something like a full studio album like next year at some point. Yes.
Have you thought about bringing some guests, like some names, to co-create on the album?
Yeah. So this is something we are considering now more than ever, to like bring more names from bands that are similar to us in kind of vibe, even if they're not fantasy specifically, if they're sci-fi or there's a lot of bands now that do the costume thing that like started with GLORYHAMMER in the symphonic metal world. So yeah, do not be surprised if you see some familiar names in the upcoming release.
Or maybe even some female warrior like Sina or something.
Yeah, for sure. Because like I do think like it always complements male vocals well, like female vocals and male vocals.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, okay. A cheeky question, okay? Yeah. Is it true that the band was originally named Glory Hole?
Yes, it is true.
Okay, so why did they change it? Why did you change it, guys?
Yeah, well, it changed because nobody would touch a band with that name. And I think they would be right to not do it. So like
was it like saturating or joke?
It was a joke, yeah. It started as a joke because Chris wanted to make a band that was like fantasy, and they liked the word glory, and they just like made the rest of it a joke. But then they were like, oh, actually this has a lot of potential, and they changed it to GLORYHAMMER, and they made the story about like a hammer and all those characters.
All right, very good. Now, what are your plans now for the summer festival season?
So we are almost done on our summer tour. We only have one festival left after this. So we're playing Exit Festival tomorrow, and then we have another one in August, and then that's it. But it's been an amazing month. We had so much fun playing club shows, playing festivals, I guess that's it for the summer.
Let me ask about this festival, Masters of Rock. Yeah. How do you like it here?
Well, I mean, so far it's been amazing. This is my first time personally in this festival.
And in the Czech Republic?
I think we've played Czech Republic before, but like I have never played Masters of Rock. But yeah, the vibe is amazing. I've met some lovely friends that I made along the way, being the lead singer of GLORYHAMMER. I watched Dragonland, I watched Temperance. Like, it was all seems like a lovely time, and I can't wait to go on stage. It seems much cooler for a change, which is very nice for the rest of the shows. And also, yeah, the people in the audience seem like very passionate about being here and supporting all the bands.
Always, it's like a holiday for them. They,
Yeah.
you know, they love it. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope, you show us the best. We're excited, and thank you very much. And would you like to say something to your fans or future fans in the Czech Republic?
Yeah. Well, for all our fans in the Czech Republic, stay mighty, come watch GLORYHAMMER, and Hoots!
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye.